Today, I had the distinct pleasure of introducing two couples that I work together with in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, but at two different times. One I met 15 years ago, and one couple I met 13 years ago. And what's really exciting about this is that those two totally different eras are living on Maui, and I got to introduce them. And that makes me feel so good that I can connect humans when I'm in totally different parts of the world and in different timelines of life. Um, One thing that's so my one friend that I met 15 years ago is when I first moved to Jackson. She was one of my first friends, and I worked with her and her husband at Four Seasons. Obviously, they weren't married back then. Um, but they were kind of my connection to Jackson. They were the ones that introduced me to everything that I came to know and love about the town, about the people, about the place we worked. And I've been friends with them now for 15 years, which blows my mind because it feels like it was yesterday that we all worked together. And then my other friend, he and I worked together at the Coular. So I had quit Four Seasons. I had worked for the hospital for a while, and then I went to Thailand for about 5 months to do my dive master course. I became an instructor, and then at the end of that, I decided to come back to Jackson and s start anew in Jackson with a new restaurant and almost like try it again. So when I did that, at a certain point, I started working for another restaurant. At the time, it was called Coular. And this guy worked in the bar, super knowledgeable, super friendly. And he is actually the one that kind of taught me about seasonal living because I met him in the winter. We worked really hard, in the same restaurant, but separate. He was in the bar, I was in the host stand. And then he was gone for the summer. So I was like, okay, well, Jackson Hole's pretty transient. So I'm like, okay, well, he left, he's gone. It's that was fun. And then he came back the next winter, and it was kind of one of those things where I'm like, where'd you go? What's going on? And he's like, oh, in the summers I work in Alaska. I was like, well, that's cool. Because he was kind of one of the first examples I saw of a person who actually switched destinations for seasonal work. Like in Jackson, there were a lot of people that work summer, winter, and then we kind of take the shoulder seasons to travel or go see family or work other jobs, but like not like this, not when it's like a whole season in Jackson for the winter and then a whole season in the summer of Alaska. So that to me was super cool because I had no idea you could live in two separate places in 1 year. Like it just blew my mind. So both of these friendships over the years, my first friendship of 15 years, my friend and her husband got married. They've moved. They still work for Four Seasons. Like they're super happy, successful, living their life. And then same with my other friend, he moved to Arizona and Alaska and then back to Hawaii. So it's so funny that I'm here in Maui. I'm with one friend and knowing that my other friend is somewhere in Hawaii. So reach out to them, get a hold of him and his wife. And today we all have lunch together. This is what I love. I love, love, love about life in general is just connecting people. whether it's the location, like they're both from the same location, so they should know each other, right? Like especially when you're just such good humans. I want good humans to know other good humans and like connect, um, share stories, maybe become friends. Like that is super special to me. And today I feel like, I mean, I don't know if these two sets of friends will become friends, but it was just so nice to bring people together that have shared similar experiences because they both lived in Jackson. They've both moved several times. Like you know, they kind of know some of the same people, but they just never connected in the last 15 years, even though they've lived in the same places for some of it. And I love that I can make that happen. I love that I can call someone after probably not really talking to them for 5 years, 7 years, and saying, "Hey, do you live in Hawaii? Like, where are you? Which island are you on? Can we hang out? Like, I would love to see you." And then again, them being good humans, like, heck yeah, let's hang out. And me saying, you should meet my friends. This would be awesome. And we all get together. And it's just like, for me, no matter how much time has passed, no matter how much distance has accumulated between the last time of seeing each other, I feel so blessed that that I've met such incredible people to be able to call them and say, let's hang out. And they make the time for that. I think that's rare. I think so many people get so busy in their lives that it's hard to make that time, find the time, and I get that. And so I feel so fortunate that people continually make the time when I'm in their city, when I'm in their country, when I'm in their state to meet with me and just share a meal, share stories, and and then especially today, like it's so special to connect them with other people who are living near them. Oh, it just makes me so excited. And one thing, so I've touched on this, was that I'm so happy that I can call someone, text someone, and it's been 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. And there's some people you can just pick up right where you left off, and then there's other people where it's like, yeah, it'd be great to see you, but I'm kind of busy. And those people aren't necessarily not your friends, but they're not making the same effort or the time to meet you or be with you. And now as an adult and like seeing that and learning that like not everyone is going to respond in the same way. Not everyone's going to have the time for me, especially because I travel so much. Not everyone is going to have the motivation to see me. And instead of being sad about it, I'm kind of glad because I've had people come into my life who will be my friends for life. I feel like if I think of them, I call them, I text them. And these same people, when they think of me, they call me or text me. It's just no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, we still try to stay in touch. And it's reciprocal. It's like I get a hold of them sometimes, they get a hold of me. And that's really special. And then there's people who I've called when I'm in a certain country or state or city, and I'm like, hey, I'm near you, and they can't find the time. And that's okay. And it's made me realize these people were just in my life for a season. It was great when we were together, working together, or meeting each other in a special place, or like traveling and meeting them. And it was cool and it was fun in the moment, but they were just there for that moment, right? And it's really awesome to be able to now distinguish that and those types of friendships because I feel like when I was younger, I couldn't. And I would get very upset if shouldn't say very upset, but it was confusing to me to be in a country or be in a state that I knew someone lived and we had talked and stayed in touch and all this stuff. And then I'm like, hey, I'm here. Let's hang out. And suddenly they don't have the time. And again, I get it. People are busy, whatnot. But I didn't realize like those aren't people who are reciprocating friendship, right? They're not making the time. They're not, um, they don't want it as bad as I do, right? To keep this friendship going. And so it's been really nice to distinguish that. Today was amazing to just be with two groups of friends that are my friends for life. And I'm so happy to see them for even a moment. And then, like I said, connect them to each other so that hopefully they can continue a friendship that may last a lifetime. And I love being a part of that. I love being a part of people coming together and becoming friends and like besties forever. I love it. It's probably my favorite part of traveling and working with groups and teams is just making friendships and maintaining them. And I have to say, social media has been such a great tool. Social media has been such a great tool to keep people in touch who normally wouldn't or normally couldn't. You know, there's been times where I was traveling, I was on a bus, I was in a hotel, meeting someone in passing. They were amazing. Like we had a quick, beautiful conversation about whatever. And then it's like, hey, like maybe I'll see you at the next stop. Oh, okay, bye. And then they're like, find me on Instagram. My name's blah, blah, blah. And being able to find people and sending them a message like, hey, do you remember me? We met at this bus station. Uh, I know you're from Portugal. Like, are you home? Can we hang out? And people saying yes, like it's so beautiful. That's what I love about social media is that you can find people, you can connect with people and create these lasting friendships, relationships as long as you're putting the effort in and as long as they're reciprocating. So, I am just super thankful for today. I'm super thankful for my friends coming together and yeah, being able to find them on social media when you're not sure if you still have the right phone number. So it worked out really well and I'm just thankful for today. See you guys later.